How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastical. This is Rimworld. This is Cowboy Nation. Let's get to it. So as we jump on speed through, as we go through story time, let's talk about the colony. Apart from this being the best colony your eyes have ever laid eyes on, not the most majestic sentence that I've ever made, but not the worst, what can we do to improve today? So, we're currently researching prosthetics because Christoph lost his arms. Don't read anything into that. We're a perfectly flowing colony. Now, I am going to put some more recreation in at some point. Actually, we could probably do that now and actually start off with a bang to the episode. For some reason, I thought that was like another little seed there, but apparently not. The dryads we're just going hauling for the time being because I feel like that will help our colony out the most. Down the line, we'll train them in... I don't know which ones we're going to do, but then they will be full-fledged warriors just to help us. Now, sad wanderer, serious pain. I mean, I'm going to be a sad wanderer if you keep breaking down. Guarding. Captured 7 prisoners. Yeah, I've got room for 7 prisoners. Like, what is this game on? So, the first thing that we're going to do today is going to be an important one. We're going to get the rec room sorted. Now, what I mean by that is we do need a bigger table. We do need some more recreational activities. Sad Wanderer Christoph was chilly. Let me turn this cooler. Just make sure it's not getting too cold in here. Then I want to reinstall that there. Not build copy, reinstall. And then this will give us just a little bit more room to have some... Oh, actually, it'll be better to do that. There we go, a little poker table, because you have to have a poker table. There we go. Right, so a couple of breakdowns to start with, not actually great. Meal-wise, I'm actually going to add... So we've got fine meal, which is both veggies and meat. I'm then going to add a vegetarian fine meal. Do 50. Unpause at 24. And then I'm going to do exactly the same. Because actually, I think the next step is to, while we're sorting out the food situation, it would be great if we can get onto fine meals. I do want simple ones done first, just because they require less resources. Once they are done, then you can go into the fine meal train. As we can see here, what are they? Yeah, so we're getting fine meals, which just give us a little bit more of a boost if we go into hands. 8 fine meal plus 5. Yeah, slept in heat and chilly. Work that out. I mean, we'll sort that out eventually. Yeah, eventually we'll get to it. There we go. So another bit of recreation. Because we have too many colonists for the amount of stalls that we have anyway. For the main table, I mean. Once Figo jumps off that, I'll get almost to move this. There we go. Perfect. Then we can move this table up here. Saying that, should we get cancel that furniture, because we could get a steel dining room chair, because if we look at a steel dining room chair, the comfort they give is 0.7. They do give 8 beauty. To put that in perspective, would give no beauty and comfort of 5. We would have to make the chair out of steel though. We have a little bit of steel. What if we made out of... Oh, we can't. So we go steel, and then we'll reinstall these, because we don't have the steel to just replace all the chairs all at once. It's just a case of mining and crafting are the things that this colony isn't the best at. I'm going to reinstall that there. So almost, I'm going to get you to do all this. No. Draft undraft to just reset. Just want you to move all this lickety quick. There we go. And then I want to go... I actually want to make a steel door here because then that will be a little bit of a quicker route in as well. And then a steel door here to get out to that... To get out to the growing zone quicker. There's not a growing zone. Of course there isn't. Oh, no, there is. I'm just being negative. Yeah, no, I think we replaced that last time, didn't we? Sandstone door. What is... I'm not even going to question it. Okay, okay. So, we do need to get some mining steel. We're low on steel. Prosthetics is going to be a good one, just so Christoph, our lead researcher, can actually get back down to business. So I'm going to queue this steel out here, just because it's not actually that far away from our colony. Let's just make sure schedule-wise we're still all unrestricted. Cow has given birth. Every time a cow gives birth, it basically gives us an excuse to cull some camels. And we're slowly just going to wean off camels and go straight into cows. Cows give like nearly double the amount of milk. It'd just be silly not to prioritise that. Another sculpture. Where could we do with putting this? Probably in this workshop up here. And then the next plan is still to get then the stonecutters tables up here. Because then we can chuck the dumping zones over here. Food-wise, I think we've got the animals on lockdown. We've sorted that. Let me just make sure I did... No, I just want to click one zone game. Please let me do it. So I don't want to allow sowing. Hang on, pause. They will never sow new plants, but they will still harvest. No. When disabled, they will never cut, but they still will sow. Yeah, I don't want you to harvest any of this. I saw in my recording that I did this wrong. That's the only nice thing about when you record sometimes. So we want cutting. Sorry, we don't want harvesting, but we do want sowing. Wait, have I done that right? Wait. Let me just make... So I've allowed cutting. When disabled. So... Yeah, they'll never sow. Oh god, allow sowing. I don't want you to harvest though. So let's just... So this is at... So if I click harvest... I suppose that's because I'm telling you to. So I can't right click and harvest. But I can't right click and harvest any of this either. Send that. Sorry, I'm just trying to see. Okay, I'm going to keep an eye on this because I don't know which growing zone I want. So I want sowing, but I don't want harvesting. If that makes sense. So if I allow cutting, when disabled, colonists will never cut. Yeah, when disabled, they will still harvest. So I've disabled that. Yeah, I think that's the right one. Okay, we're having a couple of breakdowns now, but that's absolutely fine. We are looking to sort out everything. Yeah, recreation, missing tongue, 8 without table. Another thing that we can do recreation-wise, I know the problem is with Christoph, he has no arms. Can we build this out of... Yeah, can we build it out of sandstone or something, actually? Yep, sandstone, there we go. Frigo, how are we feeling? Soaking wet, slept in the heat, minor pain. Okay. Do need to think about getting a hospital up at some point. Right, mining is getting done, which is actually really great to see because we are low on steel. I mean, we're rocking. We're going down the, we're following the yellow brick road. It's all going well. Christoph hasn't got both his arms, but apart from that, let's be honest, if you were a school teacher, right, and you took a group of, how many we got? 3, 6, 8. Wait, what? 3, 6, 7, 8. If you had 8 kids, right, you went to the zoo and you came back and only one kid was missing both their arms, that would be a success. Thinking about it, it might be a lawsuit and you might get struck off, but why has Jimmy got no arms? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He wanted to see, we went to see the feeding. He wanted an extra close look. Well, transport pod crash. Let's have a look. Oh, that's really conveniently close. That has to be said. Trigger happy, body purist. Slowpoke. Oh, you'd have a slight passion for crafting. I mean, there's no reason to be picky, right? What nation are you actually? Yeah, I see no reason why not to take Rue. So we'll capture. There we go. And Rue's got a slight passion for crafting, so actually it does help. The Slowpoke's a bit negative. The body purist I don't love. But the fact that, we can actually get someone in that can craft would actually be pretty perfect. Sort of means we need to worry about moving these animals at some point. Just like this bit here. So I wouldn't actually mind queuing up. So let's go granite. Let's expand this wall down here. And then we'll go sandstone door here and here. I'm going to go zone, remove roof, because this game loves building a roof. Okay, another camel is pregnant, which isn't great. Yeah, we got the food supply, and because the way, to be fair, while we made a mistake with the amount of camels we made, it's actually given us a really big supply chain of food. So I'm hoping to recreate that with camels, but at the same time, get the milk that comes in as well. Look, they're harvesting. I don't want this. So let's try that. Maybe it was right and I've just, lost the plot. I don't want harvesting. So I think I actually had it right and I've all right, let's go draft on draft. But they're still doing it. So if I say no to both of them, the problem is then you don't sow any plants. They'll never cut plants. Well, cut plants infers no harvesting, right? And harvest. I don't want you to harvest. Unless we do make kibble. Oh, well, this game. Right, I'm just turning it all off for the moment. I just want the animals to eat. I don't really care. Oh, I just want one zone game. Please. You're breaking my heart. Look, now what are you doing? Just watching them. Okay, this is going up, which is good. So then this will allow me to just go... I want to go structure, granite fence, push the granite fence up that way. And then I'll delete this wall. I don't want to delete the wall too prematurely and then the animals all run out and then it's just a big negative mess. Low on food, no worries. Bless me as I sneeze. Alright. Let's slaughter that one. And that one, I guess. Yeah, I think that new animal hutch here might be quite good. It's all on the sand anyway. Problem is, there's not going to be much expansion available there if we do it there. So I think it's probably going to be best us to do it up here out of the way. It is on fertile grass, which is a bit of a shame, but beggars can't really be choosers. We'll go animal flat 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess. And then we can build it up there, throw them up there. Just so then it gives us room to make another bedroom here, although I don't know if we're going to want a bedroom there. Like, to be fair, I wonder if the next rows of bedrooms need to be down here. So maybe we hold off on this, because maybe this isn't needed for the moment. And maybe we have like a row of bedrooms here, and then the next row of bedrooms can be under here, which I don't hate the idea of. Let me just plan that out. So we'd have a 2x2, then a 5x8. Yeah, we could do it. Yeah, then the next row of bedrooms down here, because Rue will need a bedroom. So maybe we worry about that first. So I feel like as cowboys, we're going to have like a few colonists. It's going to be all cushy. What I will do in preparation is actually mine the 2x2 out behind it just to give us room to move. I will also mine a 2x2 here, which just gives us more area to move around in, makes us be a little bit more efficient, if that's what we're being. Another cow is pregnant, which is movily good. I don't even know what I'm doing now. I've lost the plot. Right, we're harvesting berries. We can probably stop that at some point, to be fair. See, I need to allow sowing. Right, let's see, maybe like it just, hopefully they don't harvest. I just don't want you to harvest. Maybe I had the setting right and then I messed it up again. Have to admit, that's what I do like about doing stuff I've never done before in Rimworld. We all find out together. And the people that already know, well then I drive you insane, and that's fun on another level. We've still got all this hay grass, which will probably to be fair, I think we're just going to cut it. We're not going to harvest it. I think we've got enough hay grass. And then I think what we'll do is after prosthetics and we get Christoph both his arms back, then we're going to go into Devil Strand, which like even you party people said apparently it's really good, especially for like the hot weather. However, I don't know what... I can probably have a look. I want to see its bullet resistance as well though, because we do need to bear that in mind. Because we're wearing cowboy hats and capes, it would be really nice if we can get some form of... So that just gives sharp and heat. So we'll go 11 and 5. I'll just round up and round down. Ooh. Ooh, you dirty dog. It's much better. So yeah, then we'll go into Devil Strand. We'll make clothing out of that. That'll help us in the hot weather as well. A masterwork and a flash storm. Was it a masterwork Masterworked flash storm? No, I took that too slow to be any form of like entertainment, to be honest. Not even like slightly funny, just a bit of nothing. Like, I've embarrassed myself there, and all I can do is apologise, party people. I'll be better, I'll do better. Okay, Rue, how you getting on? Coming to our way of thinking? Not yet. You'll get there. They all get there. Got fire. Oh, a cow has been struck down. It's the game punishing us. Let's kill the male camel, because at least then they'll stop breeding. Deaf calf. Yeah, not really too much I could do about that. That was just a bit unfortunate. If we can put it out. God, I wish I could go on speed 3 for this. I understand. Okay. Oh, this fence is being done. Days, seedlings. What's the matter? Moderate psychic drone. I can't really do anything about that, to be honest. Infestation? I'm sick of infestations, party people. A massive fire up here. I mean, we've got all hands on deck. Okay. Not fun, but we'll deal with it. No, we use this mech zone here. Just stay away from these bugs. Sadly, our steel reserves that are down there we're going to avoid. I just want to give them a wide berth. Just because they can be quite quick, so getting away from them can be a pain in the bum. Could probably risk it a little bit more, but I'd rather not. Because actually, everything is going so well. And I'm not used to it going so well. I don't really want to risk it, so that's the reason why we're just going to take this a little bit more carefully than we probably need to. Let's put everyone in the mech. Let's include that to the dryads. There we go. Luckily, we've got loads of hay grass, so it's not like we've lost too much. It's more just the manpower or the work hours. I mean, this sort of is... I think it's just trying to tell me the way we've set out our growing zones is wrong, party people. Do you get that sense? I think the game is just being a bit negative. The problem now is because everyone spent too long putting out the fires, their mood is starting to go down as well. We could possibly do paths in between to try and stop the spread next time. I mean, we could do like 2 spaces in between each of the growing zones. Like, so this middle one I could go shrink there, just so then there's a little bit more of a gap. And then perhaps down the line we need to then put flooring in between. Something like that. Okay, how many bugs we got? There's not too many of them. They are going to breed. Are we going to be able to do anything about them? Not at the moment. Oh, okay, another infestation problem. Yippee! I need that psychic drone to go away, to be honest. That's not helping the problems. Not exactly causing them, but... I suppose the only thing we have to worry about with the infestation is in case they actually mine into our base, but... I'm hoping to use them as a buffer if enemies come, but... I mean, I think we could probably just kill them all on our traps, to be honest. But that's a lot of steel to just waste for not really much benefit. Let's turn the smelter on. We have loads of power. Are we making anything in the smithy? Not really. We could make helmets, but we get such a boost. Is it not connected to power? Oh, no, no. Designate power. Might not be able to reach, so I'll just put a power conduit just there. Yeah, research is the name of the game. We need to get Christoph back in business. The freezer's looking a bit bare, which is a bit depressing. I mean, it's going okay. This one's a slow one, let's be honest. Let's not mince words. But we got a prisoner. Problem is, we're just not making the gains that I was hoping we were going to make. Do you know what I mean? I was hoping this was going to be the episode we'd really be able to power on. Structures, then build a granite fence there. So at least when sappers come through this wall, they're not coming straight into our animals, which will cause us more problems. Obviously, they're still coming onto them, but it just gives us a little bit of time to catch them at an angle or do something fancy-dancy. Down the line, we're going to have better kill boxes and stuff, but this is just what we're rocking for the time being. Okay, all this is being cut, which is just a crazy amount. Just seeing if there's any more steel anywhere, or the better thing is where the steel is. Okay, so there's some down here. That's slate, that's steel, so I can set all that up for deconstruction. Get us a little bit back. Because we've got them dryads hauling for us, I am going to set up a load of steel slag chunks to be hauled, because I don't see a reason why not. And some stones as well, because then that'll just make our stonecutters' lives a little bit easier. And do you know what? I'm all about looking after this colony. Don't say anything. Okay. That'll do. I don't want to overwhelm people too much. Can hear the infestation spawning new things. Research is going. I have to admit, a little bit of me was like, oh, maybe we can get the research done. Rue is a while away from being recruited. Resistance 12 isn't crazy, though. Still got to get through, so we could probably start building bedrooms. Solar flare, a bit negative. How much granite have we got before I start queuing up lots of jobs? Actually, we've got quite a bit, so I actually don't see a problem. What we will need to do, though, is sandstone door, build one there. Just so then we can get into this room quicker. Because if they've got bedrooms here, we need to be able to get up to the rec room as quickly as possible. I'll probably maybe put 2 doors so they don't get like all bunged up. And then we'll go granite wall. Don't see a reason why not to just build all these at the same time. I suppose it's a waste. It's a mad iguana. Is it just the one iguana? Yeah. I'm just watching it to see what it's doing. Okay, it's going to destroy that door. Hands. Okay, so my melee people don't actually have anything equipped. I'm actually rather glad I spotted that now. I think because they actually all got a little bit injured. But we've all got armour and whatnot now, so... Jenkins is incapable of violence, correct. Regina is a melee. Christoph hasn't got any arms. Frigo, you've got a bolt action rifle. Can you come get heavy SMG? Because I just find them so helpful at the moment. Arctic is shooting, but I think you were shooting out of like... because we were struggling. Heavy SMG, just because I wanted a few more shooters, I'm pretty sure. Oh, where's the mad iguana? I haven't been paying attention. I got sidetracked rather quickly. Almost, you did such a good job defending us. I appreciate it, my man. Remove these. No, I'll keep these plans here because we know we're going to build the bedrooms as and when we get colonists. It's just a case of as and when we get them. We're just going to build sandstone doors for the time being. Does it say the speed? Door opening speed, 45%. Yeah, wood, 120. How much is a wood door? 25. So yeah, you really do want them wood doors. Yeah, that's where I wanted it. That's where I wanted it. Good job, Tazastical. Good job. There we go. So eventually we'll replace all the doors with wooden doors. But I think it's just a case of, you know, we struggle for wood so much in this colony. So we get that bedroom up, so then Rue is ready to be housed. So I'm wondering, like, over time, this will probably be our medical bay, because what we could possibly do is, we're never going to fill up all this freezer, so we could push this wall up a bit, and then this can be our medical bay, and then we can have it in joining doors here. Inspired recruitment frigo, how long does that last for? 8 days. So if we can convert this individual within 8 days... Basically, the inspired recruitment frigo probably can just, like, one-shot Rue into joining us, which would be pretty tasty, let's be honest. Another camel is pregnant. Food is a bit... Okay, go kill one camel. Statue. Oh, they're dry. I think my statue, I was just about to place it. Right, install another statue in here. I love how they're just all of donkeys. And then we'll do sandstone door that way, just so we can leave and enter bedrooms out of 2 ways. Reward violence. Wants you to signal tribe people. Oh, that's a lot. Problem is you don't give me much for it. That's 60 individuals. Like, anti-grain warheads are great, but 60 individuals will, like, wipe us out if we're not careful. Like, heavy SMGs alone aren't going to get us to kill 60 people. You know, I put great trust in this colony, but it's probably asking a bit too much. I'm going to put steel doors in because actually sandstone is going pretty slow. And what is the speed on steel doors? Oh, 100%. So actually steel doors aren't shocking. They're not great, but they're not shocking. It's just wooden doors give us that 120%, which is very nice. The bugs keep reproducing. They're very busy. Here we have got steel here, but I suppose we could actually just fill it up afterwards, especially if, like, if we're scared of infestations, which I'm not going to lie, I am. Just because I'm just so fed up with them, just leave me alone. We could just fill this up as we go to make sure there's no infestations, which I actually think we're going to do. I don't normally put too much stock in it. Okay, we've got a good bit of coinage. Still researching our way. We're doing well. We're like... I'm not going to say like bang average. I think we're just under average. Like, the food situation at some point is going to rear its ugly head just because there's only so many animals we can kill and they're not breeding in the fastest of spaces. No, come on, Tazastical, let's be positive. We're living the dream. There we go. So we mine all that. Then I'm going to reinstall that bedroom there. We need to then build copy lamp, bottom of the bed. We will need a power conduit coming down. So I'll bring that down there. I'll bring this across in a square, and then all the bedrooms won't need a power conduit. They should be able to just grab onto that one, which is just a little bit less steel being used. Everything is getting hauled at the moment, which is nice. Let's plan where we're going to put our stone cutters tables, so then we can actually get the dryads properly working. So we're again going to leave a 2. That mountain's going to be there. I think it doesn't need to be a great big room. So I think something like that is going to be more than good enough. Something there. So then the dumping stockpiles can actually be just up here, I suppose. So let's go 6 by 11. 6 by 11. 6 by 11. You need a dumping stockpile because you're greedy beady. No, I'm going to go... So clear all, and then critical. Whoops. When I say clear all, I don't mean like just run away. So chunks. Stone chunks. Granite. This one. Clear all. Put as critical. And then sandstone. This one. Clear all. Critical. Steel slag chunks. This dumping stockpile is for corpses. For get rid of animal. Allow fresh. All human bodies can go here. I'm going to copy that setting. And then that dumping stockpile can be right in front of the crematorium. Just to make life a little bit easier for ourselves. So then we come down, we delete that. That's perfect. We're then going to queue up more blocks and whatnot to really put the dryads to work. Just so we can make sure we can fill them spots. The dryads are literally just haulers, so let's get them to work. Any steel slag chunks, get loads of blocks, get them working. Let's cut some trees so we can just make sure we are slowly, if anything, getting wood stocks. Okay, armor-wise, are we actually making flak pants yet? No. One component, so it's probably just steel that's slowing us down. That's fine. Right, this bedroom can then be for colonists. So we still have the inspired recruitment. Who's not getting recruited very quickly. Ah, Christoph's still eating off the floor. Brilliant. Successful colony, party people. Successful colony you're watching. I mean, it's something. It's a something. Heat wave. Yeah, we're fine. We eat heat waves for breakfast. I mean, we literally don't, but... Yeah, because I think then what we'll do is after Rue, I think then we'll use that as the excuse to turn that into the medical room. Have a door coming out here, here. Start to store meds in here. Which we can actually start doing now. Medicines, drugs, they can all get stored here. And then I'll take medicine out of here. Yep, and then I think that's a good move. What I will do is then shrink this zone in anticipation. Then we'll push the wall up a bit. That will be the medical room, and I think that will be a very, very nice change. The infestation's slowly getting out of control. You know me, party people. It's not a tasastical colony if we don't have an infestation getting out of control. Then let's start building this because we've got no reason not to. And then it'll just be still door that, still door that. Right, mine that. Mine that. Okay, there is components there. Like I said, I do want to fill this up just so we don't have any infestation problems. Right, there we go. So that's going to be the new stonecutters table. So we'll start reinstalling these up here. Reinstall. So where do the blocks get hauled down here? So it would probably be really ideal for the art bench just to be there then. And I'm actually happy with that. We could create a little room for it, I suppose. Don't particularly care at the moment though. Could move the dumping stockpile up and then have the art bench in here, which probably makes more sense. So let's move our statue over here so it's out of the way. Cool. Trying to be as efficient as possible without it being a bit too painful. So then we go copy settings. This is just a stockpile, yeah. And then we move this stockpile up here. Paste the settings, destroy that. There we go. So that's a little bit more convenient. The thing is, I don't really care about all the hauling that needs to be done, because if you look at the dryads, they're already on it. And we've got 6 of these bad boys 24 hours a day just go. Well, they have to sleep, but you know what I mean. If you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. And I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye.